we need to focus on the future and not the past. The past serves as a teacher. We can take lessons from the past, but let us not dwell on the past. Let us focus on the future. Let us focus on the things that he said he's going to do for this nation. And then if he doesn't do those things, then we will attack him. I will also attack him. I will come here and attack him because he's making empty promises. But this thing of using his past, for me, it's just childish because we all have things. We all have things. Yabo? Some intense more than others, but we all have things. Yabo? And we all have some things we would like to be forgiven for.
There's no credentials to him. He's only known for being a jailbird. It can send a wrong message in a country where we already have serious levels of crime, that young men could be misled into believing that they need to be initiated and in prison in order to earn their strides in society. Is that still going to be the approach going forward?
Yabona, I do understand that we as people, we come in many different forms and shapes. But Yabona, if there's a type of person that I will never understand, and the types of people that I despise are the people who like to act like saints. You know, the types of people who like to act as if bona they can do no wrong. Those are the types of people that I don't like. I'm saying this because we all know Uguti Minister Gayton Mckenzie was imprisoned. So there are these people who always attack him with this thing, Uguti, he's a jailbird. And the bona, they don't want to be led by a jailbird. What kind of example is a jailbird setting to their children? Why is a jailbird in a position of power? Shooting in South Africa, you can kill someone and come back and lead the nation. I'm not saying Gayton Mckenzie killed anyone. Disclaimer. I'm just making an example because I know some of you, but yeah, what? You said, no, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just making an example. Some people are saying, Uguti, shooting a person in this country, for example, can kill another person and then come back to lead the nation. They are just emphasizing the point, Uguti. Why is a person who was imprisoned now in a position of power? So, the way ngibona is that these people just hate Gayton Mckenzie and they are using this thing to justify their hate. So, I'm going to play a clip right now and you will hear his response. I think his response is very mature, if you can ask me. I think his response to all these critics who always call him a jailbird is mature. You will listen to it right now. I'm going to play it. So what he said basically is that he is not setting an example for kids to become criminals. He is an example, Uguti. You can change your life as a person. It doesn't mean because you made one mistake, then you have to be crucified for the rest of your life for that mistake. And prison served its purpose. You know, it's one thing to forgive someone who wasn't punished or who doesn't acknowledge the fact that he did something wrong. But if you are telling me you are not going to accept a person back into society simply because he made a mistake, and the worst part, he was punished for that mistake, and then he managed to clean himself up and actually become something great. Are you hating that person? Why would you hate that kind of person? Because that kind of person is an example to a lot of people out there. In fact, let me not say to a lot of people out there, let me say to all of us as people, because we all make mistakes. I'm talking to you right now, I have my own mistakes, and I wouldn't like it for people to crucify me for the rest of my life because of those mistakes. Even the people who always attack Gayton Mckenzie with this jailbait thing, they have their own mistakes. Some of them, it might happen, Uguti, they have deep, darker skeletons hidden in their closets. And if those skeletons would come out, they would want us to forgive them and accept them back into society after they've paid the price for that thing. So let us not be selfish. Let us not be selfish. If you have a problem with Minister Gayton Mckenzie and you don't like him politically, or Angaz what, but if let's say you have a problem with him, attack him politically like that. Attack him like with facts. Attack him with his job. No, you are not delivering here. You are not. Attack him with the things he's failing to provide. The things that he said is going to provide. Don't use his past against him, because since he became the minister, this thing it's everywhere. Everywhere. It's starting to get boring right now. Jailbait. No. Yabo? So I just didn't want to speak a lot in this video. Yabo? I just wanted you to hear his response. Yabo? And then you will tell me on the comment section, Uguti, do you think it's a good thing for people balogo yabo bam crucify with that thing, or you think people should understand Uguti sonke siyawenza amaphutha and we need to focus on the future and not the past. The past serves as a teacher. We can take lessons from the past, but let us not dwell on the past. Let us focus on the future. Let us focus on the things that he said he's going to do for this nation. And then if he doesn't do those things, then we will attack him. I will also attack him. I will come here and attack him because he's making empty promises. But this thing of using his past, for me, it's just childish, because we all have things. We all have things. Some intense more than others, but we all have things. And we all have some things we would like to be forgiven for. So that's what I'm saying. So if you enjoyed this video, just quickly leave a like and subscribe to this channel. I would really appreciate it. My name is Emmanuel, and this is Mzansi Versity, the place where we transform lives through knowledge and information. Let me play this clip right now, listen to it, and then tell me on the comment section, Uguti, what do you think about this?
Don't I have other credentials? You particularly said in meetings of EFF, press conferences, why didn't you ask them why they keep on referring to me as a jailbird? So you want me to be silent while you are also silent like you? You never asked me. You said there, you must ask them, why do you keep on referring? Once they say a bandit, and I say nothing, which means I agree to the label. So you must start that question. Then you say, people will look at it, my brother, we don't come from the same communities. You see, in my community, gangsterism is rife. In my community tomorrow, more than 10 people are going to die because of gang wars. And they think in my communities, gangsters are being idolized. In my communities, a young kid grow up and he wants to be a gangster. In my community, a child that is in conflict with the law at the age of 10 think he doesn't have a future. And he needs a Gayton Mckenzie that has been in conflict with the law to see that there's another way. Making one mistake, you're not condemned to the dustbin of being a gangster for the rest of your life. In prison, families of prisoners are using my name when they tell their children to change, to say, look at Gayton Mckenzie. You can turn your life around. I can't change my past, but I can change my future. And me mentioning I was in jail, and I'm not proud of it, but I want to show people that you can make a mistake and become better. You don't need to remain who you used to be. And if I go to Eldos, to Mitchell's Plain, to Galvandale, in our communities, people see me there and they're happy. And they see me as that it is possible that you can change your life. So I don't mention jail because I like being referred to coming from jail. That label has cost me a lot, but I've got a duty to say you can change your life. You can become better. Right.